Good evening and welcome to our Skinner Middle School 8th grade debate. I am the MC, Nate Braden, and I want to welcome you in the audience to our competition, which is going to be debating themes of American government, sponsored by our company American the World Incorporated. And I'll tell you a little bit about what the students have been doing over the year and describe a little bit of why and what we're doing and how we've done it. So the kids have been studying these 5 topics in American government. They are the origins of our government. They are the Constitution, Congress, the presidency, and the Supreme Court. So we'll be covering all of those topics tonight. And they have been reading that curriculum and studying this material for the last 8 months. And so what we do here is we kind of operate on a crawl, walk, run theory. So first we need them to master the basic facts of each topic, and that'll be our lightning round. That's the crawl section. Then they will have to draw conclusions from those facts. That is in quotes that we present from famous political people, and they're going to have to identify that and answer questions, and that is the walk portion of the debate. And finally, they're going to run, and that's going to be the debate itself. So they're going to have some time to prepare opening statements and then go at it. So one night only of intellectual combat. And then I will add up the scores afterwards, and we will determine the winner. So there's a $1,500 cash prize. So you better hope that my math skills don't fail me, right? Because you know the old saying, there are 3 kinds of people in this world: those who can do math and those who can't. People, that's free. That's free comedy. Come on now. I don't even charge for that. Okay. So now, I've told you the what, the why, and the how. Most importantly, let's get to the who. So I'm going to introduce our 8th graders. So starting on my right, our origins of the U.S. government expert is going to be Miss Bella Wentland, followed by Daniela Couture. She's going to be covering the Constitution. Mr. Oliver Groner is our congressional expert. Then Mr. Roman Chavez, he's going to be covering the presidency. And our cleanup hitter is going to be Joe Bleier, and he is our subject matter expert in the Supreme Court. Their competition in this corner, weighing in at... don't worry, I won't ask your weight. Okay, Miss Isla Anderson. She's going to be covering the origins of the U.S. origins of the American government. Our constitutional expert is going to be Mr. Jonathan Oakes, followed by our congressional subject matter guru. That's Isaac Fentress. The presidency will be carried by Ryan Trujillo Falcone. And finally, the cleanup hitter on the Supreme Court is Mr. Jack Arnold. And now we will go on to our last unit, our final unit, which is the Supreme Court. Our cleanup hitters: Joe Bleier, Jack Arnold. Jack, let's go back to, he passed on a couple, so we'll start with that. Define appeal, Jack.
To go to a higher court.
Okay, define statutory.
State laws made by states.
Founders left this option to the people if they wanted to change the Constitution.
Amend.
The number of justices who approved Brown versus Board of Education.
9.
This 1896 decision upheld segregation laws, declaring them separate but equal.
Plus, Brown versus Board of Education.
Define impeachment.
Legally fired.
Number of cases the court actually hears a year.
250.
The founding principle of the U.S. Constitution.
Central government.
This Supreme Court justice died in February.
Antonin Scalia.
Define vacancy.
Opening.
The first woman to serve on the Supreme Court.
Pass.
They are often accused of legislating from the bench.
Pass.
Okay. We have another non-controversial topic. The states may, if they wish, permit abortion on demand, but the Constitution does not require them to do so. The permissibility of abortion and the limitations upon it are to be resolved, like most important questions in our democracy, by citizens trying to persuade one another and then voting. Who said it?
Antonin Scalia.
Why does he say the Constitution does not require states to permit abortion?
Because it never says anything in the Constitution about abortion.
What Supreme Court decision does this contradict?
Roe versus Wade.
Does he believe in a living Constitution, or is he an originalist?
An originalist.
And what branch of government is Scalia deferring to?
The legislative.
Okay. We get to our last debate topic.